Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and we are back. It's the Boom Bar on a Friday, TGIF edition, new music edition, and plenty apropos edition. We are excited to be here. My name is Shola Rogers.
Excuse me. I'm not.
You're not doing apropos.
I'm not. I don't.
As if I don't know you. I knew you were going to kick.
I do not.
You're naturally wired that way. I knew
What
that
is that? What does that even mean?
It's alright. It's alright. It's the Lupo. You know, the one and only. Alright, life is good. I am excited. We are excited. It is a good day. We have just concluded an interview with a very interesting set of young Nigerians who are trying to make a change where they are, and talking about Abdul Mumin ADD, who is the representative of Lagos Central District at the Nigeria Youth Parliament. Thank you for coming through, guys. Nasif and Alabi themselves too, and of course a big shout out to all the people who dropped comments on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for coming through. But right now it's time for the Boom Bar and Oladolupo. Crazy things are happening. Crazy things are happening. So, how do people get shot? And the people who they know had guns are saying they didn't shoot. So who shot?
I don't know. Who ordered you shooting?
Yes, who ordered
you shooting?
We'll get to that.
We will get to that.
And
definitely, there's a lot of music. Okay, to be honest, there ain't a lot of music today. There isn't.
But there's some good music.
But there's some good music, yeah.
When you ask young people to get involved, you ask entertainers to get involved, you'll be like, come on. Now, there is an entertainer / actor who might
But let's be honest.
On our way.
And everybody's going on about
the government house.
I have a question. When last you hear Toto DK?
That's not the issue. When we get to that place, when that bridge will cross it, that's not the issue. That's not the issue. Again, a little bit of updates on our lead story from yesterday, which has to do with
the senator
Ekweremadus.
There's a lot of
and
updates and his wife. Yeah,
and
there's
his
a
child.
few updates from that. Also talking about updates, the Supreme Court has finally spoken, and I think last we checked, Supreme Court has the final say on a lot of things. So Supreme Court is now in favor of President Buhari as we speak.
Who says so? It doesn't have to be in favor of anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
As long as the
according to the judgment, is not in favor of President Buhari because he was one that took the National Assembly to court. So, yeah, it's really not in his favor.
Who says this is not the result he wanted?
I don't think so, because he was the one that wanted to expunge this matter in the first place. So no, I do not think so.
Okay, so we're going to discuss
We're definitely going to be discussing that. INEC is in the news as well. They seem to have released a list that is taking some people by surprise. Some people might take it to the chest. We do not know yet. ICPC is in the news as well. There are a few people in the news here and there. So I hope that, I doubt if we'll be able to cover everything, but we'll definitely, in the 1 hour that we have, we'll be able to cover as much things as we can, bring you a lot of gist that is happening in Nigeria and all over the world, talking about how Lagos State is the second least, second worst livable place to live in the world. I'm talking, and I'm wondering
that's according
to The Economist, and I'm wondering, I'm sure people in Afghanistan want to live in Lagos, but
what do we do?
People in Pakistan probably want to live in Lagos. People living in Ukraine right now probably want to live in Lagos.
You're funny.
But
are we starting from there?
But what do we know? You know what I'll just put it out there. But anyway, I think let's start from music, and I think that it is a very interesting day today. Somebody's music that I'm not very sure, but I think that we've not heard her in a while, decided to drop 2 songs today.
Yep.
and it is the person of Tenny. Tenny dropped Little and Legendary today. Okay, so I know you're listening to these two songs. What do you think?
To be very honest, I'm a massive Tenny Ola fan. Tenny the Entertainer. I remember from the days of Faji. I've seen it.
Yeah, that was how Tenny became. Oh, that's
I don't
true.
know,
That's very true. And it was like a skit, yeah?
Yeah, it was freestyle and high life and all. And
here we are.
Look at where we are.
Exactly.
And a few weeks ago, we were talking about how Tenny was paying people's school fees and doing all of that. Straight up amazing girl, amazing singer, and I love her, Tenny. So, Tenny, I'm sorry, I usually don't do this, but I don't like legend.
Legendary.
Legendary. I listened. And I'm the one that's always saying, "Oh, listen, let it grow on you. Listen again, and all of that." But guess what? I'm in love with the other single. Little.
There's a way love. I did not kill someone. Oh my God, that song is beautiful.
So
it's fitting my body. It's a very interesting song.
I like the other one.
I agree. Yes.
And, it's not as if the legendary song is bad. I'm just saying that
I think that maybe at a point it will maybe grow on you.
It would be a 50 for me over 100.
Yeah.
You see the little.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful song.
Like the song.
See me smiling. It's a beautiful, beautiful song.
And to get this one,
Eleyi. Please don't call me
Eleyi.
Anyway, governors are called Eleyi,
so
anybody can be. At the moment, the Eleyi of Boom Radio NG.
Because Emi Lokon, that's to analyze the next song, and I'm saying that it is rare to have Eleyi say that a song is good.
Yeah, I think it's a beautiful, beautiful song. The legendary song, I think that after a while it might grow on you, but for me right now it's not doing it. And I feel also that maybe if she did not release the two songs at the same time, maybe we won't have so much comparison. Yeah, with it. But I think that Little song is beautiful. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful song. Okay, so let's move up from Tenny and then move on to someone else that seems these days we didn't hear for a long time, and then now that he's releasing music again, he seems to be struggling with getting his songs on the mainstream and getting the eyeballs that is needed. And this person of Ice Prince has a new song with Sheyi Vibes and Caesar Millie called Hustle. And for me, I think that they really tried to jump on the sing-along concept that is going on now, which is a good vibe. Do you understand? Is a way of trying to carry people along and all that. I think it's a very good vibe.
Everybody's
I don't think they got it.
Everybody's milking the sing-along concept, which is a beautiful thing, because if you can get a chorus to sing along with you, if you get people to sing a chorus
that's it. That's the end.
You have captured
Game over.
A large chunk.
Yeah.
Look at the song Maxi. I think it was Maxi with Breakfast. Breakfast, national cake, and he had people chanting break. And it's growing.
It's growing.
It's not a new thing. It's happened before, but
now this other song that everybody, adulthood
now scam.
Yeah, everybody is like jumping on it.
Lade music.
It's a nice concept and all that, but I think that it means that your chorus has to be catchy.
It has to be a catchy refrain.
It has to be a very catchy refrain. Yeah. Take, for example, I think we're going to move from that. Okay, before we get to that, I think that's what it is. It has to be a very catchy refrain. I think they tried. I just don't think they got it.
Yeah, so, of course, this is just our opinion, and we're still going to urge you to go listen to...
Surprisingly, we're actually agreeing to a lot of things today. Oh, wow.
So
That doesn't happen a lot. But you know, really,
okay, let's be clear. What are we agreeing on this time?
music now.
No, this particular agreement.
Music that was
Yeah, whose song are we talking about?
experience.
Yeah, I get it. You know, I
Okay, what do you mean by let's be clear?
no, because I don't like the glee that I see on your face.
What's it supposed to mean?
I'm a big Ice Prince fan, and I just feel that the man has a lot. He's always had it, and he still has it. But maybe it's the song choice. Maybe it's this or that. I don't know what it is. He did a song with CK.
CK, and it didn't.
You know, and CK being the rave of the moment and all of that. An amazing singer-songwriter, CK. You're wondering like, okay, this should rub off one way or the other. You understand?
But
it's
not working.
But you know the funny thing about music, CK's song
didn't
is
blow
old.
until 2 years after. So yeah, you know,
So, we can't write
anybody off. And you know,
there's a
CK
song
is
Gentility that one day Cole featured on.
yeah.
That song blew up this year on TikTok,
Yeah.
and once it blows up on TikTok, you know it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's
But guess what? The song didn't come out this year.
Oh wow, really?
Gentility didn't come out this year.
Oh wow. Oh, I
So,
honestly
who's
thought
to
it
say-
was a
who's
new
to
song.
say?
And you know, for me, CK's story already explains everything. Like, you know, when they literally tell you just put it out there, you never know when it's going to blow up. You never know. So yes, I maybe it would grow on people. It's a sing along. So yeah, maybe let's we'll see. We'll talk about that. Before we go on with music that just got released, one video that got released that maybe got a lot of people talking is Kiss Daniels, Buga, and Techno. Now, number one, I was gonna ask though, what is the sharing formula for who owns which song? Because it almost is beginning to look like a Kiss Daniels song that Techno featured on. Even in the video, maybe they a lot of people don't want to be putting featured a lot anymore. But it seems because even with promoting the song and a lot of things, even I saw a story a few days ago that Kiss Daniel spent a certain amount of money to make the video. He's the one that is pushing it. He's the one that is doing a lot of challenges and all that. And I'm like, okay, is this really a Kiss Daniel and Techno song?
I like to weigh in and say that yes, it is a Kiss Daniel and Techno song, but it is a Kiss Daniel song that he brought Techno in to do. In my opinion, I stand to be corrected, but there are different types of features. Some features are just like, I'm going to pay you to feature my song, or beg you to feature my song, or just help you by featuring you on my song. Either way, it's still my song. But there are some features that like, I know you're a star too, so come jump on this song. You understand? We'll work out the modalities. There's not going to be issues. We're brothers. Finesse.
Yeah.
If I broke now my business, is not a song that was not recorded before. It was done.
It was done.
And it was played, and Buju was like, oh my god. I mean,
he has to jump on this song, yeah.
So that's it. So, but of course, you know, Buju also brought his own flavor to the song. But everybody knows that it is
it feels the song. I'm just saying, like, I'm just being curious about it.
I've been curious about it too. But I respect Techno, the fact that he's also pushing. It's just that you're not seeing it. You're not following him, or you're not checking his timeline. He's pushing the song the same way Ed Sheeran was pushing Peru remix with Fireboy. You get? They always have something worked out.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying.
And again, because of awards and other things, you have to state clearly
who did what, when exactly. So I'm talking about that. The video of that song came out a few days ago, and it has got a lot of people buzzing. Have you seen the video?
Oh yes, twice.
What do you think?
I Love the video. Boy director TG Omori looks like is the one that's done this one.
Yeah.
And you will know that a lot of work went into the making of that video. You will know that it was not shot on one location.
Oh yeah. It's a very colorful, very colorful.
And maybe I was expecting a storyline kind of thing, and I got it. Like, you know, there's the cab driver and all of that, and you know, wake up, collect your money and all of that. There's a disconnect at times in lyrics, but at some point you're like, okay, this is what we're talking about. Then we delve into this, but look, it's a feel good song. I'm not don't overanalyze it.
Overanalyze it, yeah.
It's a beautiful song, and I love the video. I love the concept, and I love the fact that a lot of work went into making that video.
Yeah, for me, I think it's a very colorful song. A colorful video. The colors, let me put it like that, is very catchy. So yes, it's a very interesting video, but, and I won't say but. First of all, I didn't think I won't even say that I was even maybe disappointed or anything, because like you said, it's a feel good song. So I wasn't expecting some deep meaning kind of video to it. Yeah, it sounded like it was a song. It was going to be a dance video, literally.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was what they gave us most of the time. I felt one or two people in that video very unnecessary, but
I know I know what you're saying, and I don't agree with you.
The overall concept of the video, I think it was actually nice. It was not a bad attempt at a very big song, and the song is going places. I saw a video a few days ago of the Liberian president George Weah actually dancing to this song.
2 videos now. Which one did you see? At an event?
Yes, I saw it where it was.
There's another one with him indoors wearing a suit and doing the same dance.
Yeah. You know, it's almost like a political song in Nigeria anyway, and looks like he's going through the shores. I saw a report a few days ago where he's saying that he hopes to actually perform this at the World Cup. It will be amazing. Like, it will be mind blowing. Yes, I hope that, you know, they tell you that you speak things into existence. You never know.
You manifest it.
You never know. Davido has a song for the world.
The theme song.
The same theme song for the World Cup. So yeah, anybody. It can be anybody and everybody. So a lot of people that even have theme songs for World Cups are people you never even heard their names before. So yeah, you speak it into the atmosphere and it's done. So shout out to Kiss Daniel for that very wonderful, interesting video of that. And now let's move back and then to music. And I'm going to talk about the music of Davido, Da Baby and Davido. It's a song that a lot of people have been looking forward to, especially when Da Baby came to Nigeria, and then they said that they were releasing a song together. I was kind of expected anyway. Do you understand? When you hear this kind of thing, like when he came to, and it was like Davido that brought him to Nigeria, so it was almost obvious that something was going to come out.
Yeah.
Was definitely going to come out of it. So have you heard the song?
Yes. At first I saw the snippet that Baby posted. Then a few hours after, Davido also pushed something out, and you would just basically say, I like when they were talking about the clash of cultures and all of that. You know, the Baby is American, Davido is Nigerian, although Nigerian American and all of that, but he is Nigerian predominantly. And it's actually a good song, minus the hype and all of that. There's hype. I know there's hype, but it's actually a good song, you know. It's an interesting song. It's the kind of song that should get a lot of rotation and a lot of hairplay and all of that. And again, you know, they went to shoot the video in core heart of Lagos. Massive crowd, massive turnout. Look, it's Davido we're talking about now. If Davido turns up, you know there's going to be a party. And all of that. And a lot of people were there, and it's the kind of stuff that you want to see or hear. And I'm just so happy that we have these international collaborations, and that Baby actually came through, man. The man came to Lagos.
It's interesting, yeah. I think that it is beautiful. It's beautiful music, Another song that I would say that I didn't see coming, or would I say that I did not see when I saw that this person was releasing a new song, I wasn't expecting this much. Or would I say maybe I'm just in an extremely good mood today? But I will also say that there are a few songs that have lifted my spirit today. And one of it is this song. And this is Pressing of Emo Gray, Life of Sin.
Yeah. And please don't let the title deceive you.
It's
not encouraging you to live in sin.
It is a beautiful song. Like I literally went to all my streaming platforms. Like I had to download the song. Like, you know what? I'm having this song.
Yeah.
I'm definitely having this song. It's a breath of fresh air from the regular Emo Gray. It's different, but it's beautiful.
Yeah. A big shout out to his label. Is with Naira Marley's record label.
Oh, it is?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Emo Gray is with Naira Marley.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. That is very unexpected. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And if you've not heard, you must have heard 0903. And
His song with Buju.
That's a song with Buju. Or shall I say the artist formerly known as Buju, but now known as Benson. Or BXNX or something. Amazing singer he is. So Emo Gray on that song with Buju blended well. And I took notice of him. Every song is released, we put it on here at Boom Radio NG. But this one is arguably the best.
Yeah.
Emo
I
Gray
think
song
after the song with Buju, I've heard a few of his songs. I remember even last week, but I was like, okay, this person sounds like Emo Gray. And then it was. But between that and this, it looks like an artist that has grown, that has evolved, and it is beautiful to listen to. I can tell you for a fact, I'm giving you a recommendation for the weekend. Emo Gray, Life of Sin. It is a beautiful, beautiful song that one should listen to. Another very interesting song that we got this week is Jado P. Jado P has a song called Reason Much. Like this one too is a very different vibe from the regular Jado P that you hear, but I think it's good music. For me, it is. Yes, I would say for a fact it's good music. What do you think?
Yes, I like the flow, the rhythm, and the concept of the song. Like again, the language. It was rapping in Yoruba and all of that, and I'm like, okay, this guy is good. Now, Jado P is someone that we have a couple of his songs and features and stuff here on Broom Video, but I think this is a song that naturally should take him to the next level. And this is my appeal to colleagues and friends and all of that. Let's listen to these songs with an open mind.
Yeah.
And everything, and if it speaks to you, push it.
Help these people.
Let's help everybody grow, because we all need each other. But I'm not gonna lie, Jado P's song is good.
It's not a bad song. Another person that released songs today is Toby Shang. Toby Shang has a song featuring Rexy and Pokoli, Outsider.
Yeah. So apparently, and this is what it looks like. After linking Portable with Olamide, and they made that monster hit Zazuze, and it was said, Poco was trying to make the song his own and everything, and there was a little bit of controversy. Poco walked away, he's been dropping his own songs and doing his own collaborations.
Yeah, and I think that, in fact, for me, this is one song that I would say that Pokoli actually sang a lot.
Yes, because other times you've not really heard.
It's just maybe it's a hype.
It's
or
been
something.
a Larry Gaga in those songs.
Exactly.
Shout out to Larry Gaga.
No, he's not been a Larry Gaga. I'm sorry. I think it is almost an insult to Larry Gaga. I'm sorry, but
because you don't hear Larry's voice in
songs. No, you hear Pokoli's is like there is.
I said in previous songs.
Did
you? What did you sing in Zazuze?
It was the one that I sang the beginning now. Ara Adubo. I said hype.
And what did you sing?
That's what I said. I said he's been singing. Larry Gaga never says anything.
So that's
they're
what
two
it is
different
now.
things.
It's like the concept of Quincy Jones. You know, Quincy Jones had an entire album with a lot of artists, and it was a Grammy-winning album,
But didn't sing anything.
album. And there were one or two places where there'll be voice drops.
Voice
and stuff.
drops. Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
again, it's
Vocally
the same thing when
hype and the
DJ
noise.
Jimmy Jat started doing it. Then before you know it, all the Nigerian DJs have songs. And I respect that. You know?
And a lot of them
And
don't
they're
even
doing well.
sing. Yeah, I love
They're good
award-winning songs. Oh yeah, that you cannot take
know,
away from a
DJ
lot of
Big
them.
N,
DJ Big N, DJ the Cap, DJ Spinal, DJ Exclusive. There are a lot of people. Yeah, there are a lot of people. DJ Neptune
has an
as
amazing
an
body of
amazing.
work.
Yeah. So yes, I get that
the same
point.
concept.
I'm just saying that I think that
you're just taking it literally. And
no,
you
they
shouldn't.
are a lot. I would not. Anyway, Sha.
Okay. All right.
But Pokoli has this song with Rexy, which seems to be Toby Shank's song. It's called Outsider. I don't know what the plan was for this song. I'm not even sure. When I saw it, I'm not even sure there's an audio. It was just a video. First things first. Okay, don't let me see what I'm about to say on air. No, I will not. No. I shall swallow it and move on. But in my own opinion, I would not recommend it for the weekend. I would not. Moving on from that, there is also, before we leave that, there is a Chimsy featuring Bodge, Jofumi. Have you listened to the song?
Now that's one song I've not heard. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not wonderful. I'm sorry. My opinion. It has this, how would I say it now? It has this okay, no, it's not it. I'm mixing it up with Emo Gray's song. It's Emo Gray's song that I was gonna say that it has this like Fuji undertone to it. Beautiful percussion going on there. This Jofumi song sounds like a very typical beat for me. It sounds like an old Bodge song. I don't know why. I can't play, but it just sounds like an old Bodge song, and it's not working for me, Sha.
Okay. All right. It's understandable. Again, the beauty of creativity and art is that different people interpret creativity
differently.
in different ways.
Yeah.
You be at an art gallery and some people will say they see the sunrise and someone says it's the sunset, and the maker of the painting doesn't even know anything about sunrise. There's no sun in his
exactly.
So that's why.
It is what it is at the end of the day.
So I can talk because I didn't listen.
So
I intend to.
Moving on from music, yeah. We spent like almost 30 minutes. It's New Music Friday. It's allowed. So just wanted to say that all these songs and a little bit more of these songs will be played from now all throughout the weekend on Boom Radio NG, and on Sunday you can catch Diolu on New Music Niger
5 p.m.
5 p.m. He will be giving you all the songs back to back at 5 p.m. West African time on Boom Radio NG. So moving on from that, before we leave the music scene generally, there's an update on Burna Boy, the Burna Boy Cubana shooting incident, and now the police force PRO has come out to talk, and he has talked about the policemen in custody. They're talking about 5 of them that were in Burna Boy's escort, who, as of when last we heard, that they had been arrested. He's talking about how they said that the shootings, because it's not a matter of if people got shot or not. 2 people got shot. So one way or another, those bullets came from somebody's gun.
Most definitely.
So they're claiming that there were other security people that were at the premises that day, and that the bullets did not come from their guns. according to the police PRO, he's talking about how they're not released yet because they're not just going to take their word for it, but that there is ballistics and forensic investigation going on all their rifles. So to know if those guns were shot at all, and with casings and all that, to know if they were the ones that actually shot people.
I am going to say that once again, I'm impressed with the way the police PRO, the national, and even in Lagos, and now in Delta, the PRO in Delta, and a couple of other police PROs are actually handling the business of managing the image of the Nigerian police. However, let's get down to brass tacks. 2 people were shot. Those gunshots were not manufactured, and they're not fake, they're real. They were taken to a military hospital, so at least the people in the military hospital will confirm that the 2 people that they brought in.
Remember the story of a soldier that was the one that
had to donate blood and all.
So at least the person that donated blood knows that blood left his body.
So that has been established. So let's walk back to the scene of the crime. If you say that the police attaches and the policemen attached to Burna Boy were not behind the shooting inside the club, which they're not supposed to even take guns indoors in a public place anyway, who was? Definitely gunshots were fired. That is incontrovertible. There's no argument about that. So if Burna Boy's people are not culpable, who is? Now the lady claims, the lady whose husband was shot and friend was shot, claims that they had their own police escort too, which is what a lot of people who come to Nigeria from abroad do now.
They do.
And you can't blame them. It's understandable. I'm not going to delve into that. We'll take the whole time of the program. So they do that. But they were not allowed into the club with their own police details who had guns. So who allowed these people with guns to enter? Is it because they were with Burna, or like they claim they didn't shoot? So how did someone get a gun into the club? This is the crux of the matter. If we're able to decipher this, then we have deciphered the whole process. What will be left is people who have agendas that must agenda. But the test that the police want to carry out, I hope it's going to be conclusive, and I hope that it's going to point all of us in the right direction.
Yes, that's it. I just, at the end of the day, somebody needs to pay for it. I just feel that we just can't keep sweeping things under the carpet. At the end of the day, that's it for me. Talking about updates also, our lead story yesterday, where the news broke yesterday morning that a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and a former deputy Senate president, Ekweremadus, and his wife were arrested in London, and they were arraigned in court yesterday. And first, the update is that they had, I'm not sure we spoke about it yesterday, that they were denied bail, and they have to be in custody till July 7th, when the case was adjourned to. They're going to be there for 2 weeks, 14 days exactly. And for people that do not know, yes, they were arrested bordering on issue of trafficking, human trafficking, and organ. Sorry, I'm trying to look for the word. They call it one word, organ something.
Harvesting.
Organ harvesting, yes. And there was the main story then was that they had illegally taken a minor 15-year-old boy from Nigeria, a homeless 15-year-old boy from Lagos, Nigeria, to the UK to harvest his organs for their own child who has kidney failure in the UK. Now, according to the defense, they're claiming that yes, they got visa and ticket for a 21-year-old boy to the UK as an organ donor, and that he was not a match. There's the story out there that he was not a match, and I think it was a bid of trying to come back to Nigeria, and the guy flipped on them. Now,
that's one angle.
There's another angle that there is a 15-year-old boy that they falsified his age so that they could harvest his organs.
And the surgeon refused to.
And the surgeon was the one that called the police on them, that ratted them out. Also, still talking about this issue, there is a picture that is circulating the internet now of the picture of the said 15-year-old boy. And it's very interesting because I know that a lot of people, like, it's almost like a lot of people feast on other people's bad news.
Yeah.
They're expecting that there should be bad news. But a lot of people do not. What a lot of people are not understanding is that it's not about the Ekweremadus alone. For someone that is that high up, this person owns a chambers. He's a lawyer. I would not personally, I'm just saying, I don't know him personally, but I don't think that it is that difficult to honestly, you really have to get to that point of organ harvesting. I think it's very heinous for people to fathom such things. That's one. Two, another thing is that the fact that people don't understand that this, because of his position or his kind of person that he is, it does not make Nigeria look good in any way. Maybe people need to understand it. It doesn't make Nigeria look good in any form, way, or shape. So, them getting prosecuted for this is huge. It's very embarrassing. For me, even if it's just for the sake of Nigeria as a country, I hope they're actually exonerated. I hope there's a lot of work going on at the moment to try to plead their case, also to find evidence that they're actually not guilty for this. If they're guilty for it, please, by all means, let them pay. But if they're not, I hope for some reason that there is a reasonable explanation for this.
The same way we felt yesterday is the same way we feel today, hoping that against all hope, it's not exactly what we read in the papers. Mm-hmm. Again, we want to state clearly, we do not support cannibalism or the harvesting of human beings for one reason or the other. What we're saying in essence is that we hope that the man is innocent, but if he's not, then he has to pay the price.
Okay, so let's move off that and let's move on to news that concerns the President Muhammad Buhari. As a Supreme Court, we woke up to news, or would I say that the news, it was the Supreme Court judgment had to be really early this morning, as the Supreme Court has struck out a suit filed by the President, filed by the Attorney General of the Federation on behalf of the President, voiding the provisions of Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act. So, they're talking about how when delivering the judgment, they held that the President, having assented to Section 84, subsection 12 of the Electoral Act of 2022, cannot turn around to approach the court to strike it down.
Supreme Court.
So there is no provision of the Constitution that vests the president the power to challenge the constitutionality or desirability of a legislation after he has assented or denied his assent. In this case, the president already gave his assent. He's saying that the request of President Muhammadu Buhari to the National Assembly to delete the provision amounted to constitution violation.
How are you violating the Constitution when you did not make an arbitrary statement? You went to court for interpretation. How is that contradictory, or how is it contravening any law?
He's asking that the fact that he went back to ask the president. I personally think that at times the Supreme Court has very unexplanatory judgments. But it also now means, what it means now, are they saying that the Electoral Act of 2022, that no amendments can be done on it anymore?
Well, not that no amendment can be done on the entire document, but in clear terms.
That basically is the House of Assembly. They cannot compel the House of Assembly to do what they don't want to do. Is that what it means?
Yeah, I am actually happy that the Supreme Court made a statement, and it's final. Just like the hijab judgment that they dropped a couple of days ago, it is final.
It is final.
But they can actually reverse themselves. That's what I heard. I'm even trying to look into that thing properly. But look, I think the president did the right thing by seeking the
I think it was officially put to rest
of the court. He didn't make any pronouncements that's contrary to the beliefs of those people who went ahead with this court case. Because trust me, I'm sure it's not one person. That would be like a mini or a tiny class action suit.
Okay, so they're claiming, according to House of Representatives, and going back to the judgment of the Supreme Court, they're claiming that the president had literally instructed the National Assembly to remove it, and the president cannot instruct the National Assembly to amend an act, and that it violated the principle of separation of power.
Well, I'm all for the laws. I'm all for the fact that we need to do the right thing all the time. So if the president has violated the law.
So according to House of Representatives spokesperson is saying that there's no part of the Constitution that makes the exercise of legislative power subject to the directive of the president.
There is no part of this decision that makes legislative powers subject to the president. Okay, so all of this grammar that we are speaking, is that
the president cannot order them to do anything they don't want to do.
Yes, that one is the one second. The grammar we are speaking is that, as it stands,
everybody
delegates,
that's a political appointee, not delegates now.
Sorry.
That one is subsection 8.
Carry on.
That everybody that is a political appointee has to resign before.
Which leads me to the delegate story, but I'm glad that you said that. You have to resign before a certain number of days before you can contest
an election. Or even be a delegate. Or
I've always said it, that you can tell someone wants something, someone needs something, someone will know what to do with it by how much they show you they want it.
Yeah.
There's a top contender now that everybody's talking about, and I said it's not serious because he was actually saying if he wasn't zoned to his own side of the country, they will not take it serious. They will not contest. But look at people who are milling around this person now and try to respect the office of the president and make him president. We get it. But if a political appointee is really, really sure of himself, like
exactly,
I am a minister of ABCDXYZ, and in my state,
shout out to the former minister of transportation. Did you see his
It's
The
cruising.
man is on vacation.
cruising.
The man is
Just
cruising.
cruising.
Shout out to him.
And the reason why you say shout out to Rotimi Amechi is that in 2021, the rail system, newly installed rail system, generated about 1 point something billion. And within 2021 to
They
2022,
generated
over
about
5 billion.
yeah,
naira.
more than 4 times what he generated in the last year. It's
So the shout out is not about only you chilling on your yacht.
it
It's
is
about what
amazing,
you
amazing,
achieved.
yeah.
Because a lot of people will be like, or in China, can you just keep quiet with the China gist already? Because the system is making money and it will be paid. So, if you're very sure, do you really need to be told to resign?
Resign, yeah. Which is what I would say from here. Kudos to President Muhammad Buhari. Remember that he literally gave a directive. Uncles and aunties, you want to contest? Go.
And why do you have to wait until you're told to go?
You are told to go. Let's be honest with ourselves. A lot of these things, I think that I won't say everybody, a lot of people want to eat their cake and have it.
They want to have their cake and eat it.
A lot of people want to just hold on to power for as long as possible. If you are sure of yourself, not saying that you're going to win, which we saw that a lot of people did not win. But still, any which way, if you want something
which is no way.
so bad, you should be able to stick to the law. A lot of people are talking about it because this really affected more of the APC. Before that, you saw a lot of governors give their appointees literally gave them deadlines to when they could resign if you wanted to contest. So contesting is not a crime. You just cannot hold on to power as a political appointee and contest. Now, the Supreme Court has ruled on that. It has been happening forever. I don't think it's going to be changed anytime soon. Maybe if the House of Assembly decides to do that now, maybe. But now, it doesn't look like they are. They seem to be elated with what the Supreme Court has said. So if you want to contest and you're a political appointee, just put your idea. Resign now. Don't let the courts bungle you out. Thank you very much. Welcome. Goodbye to my TED Talk. That's all I have to say at the moment. Anyway, still talking about elections. The Independent National Electoral Commission, it has been said that they had released a provisional list of candidates for the 2023 general elections. And there are some people's names that are missing. According to report, the Senate President's name is not on that list.
The Senate President contested only one primaries, and it was the presidential primaries, and this is a statement of fact. We saw the videos, we saw the stream, and in fact, about 18 hours before that primaries, his name was announced as the consensus candidate.
Oh yeah, by the national chairman.
The national chairman party actually made that statement, which led to his house being besieged and bombarded by
APC governors.
Like, what are you going on about?
Doing?
We're supposed to have a primaries and may the best man win. So Ahmed Lawan, the current Senate President, has been in the house since the beginning of time. Like, it literally, when there was light, there was Ahmed Lawan. He said, like, let there be light, and let there be Senate, and let there be Ahmed Lawan. And it became light, Senate, and Ahmed Lawan.
Yeah, just mean. I think
Then
he's just being mean.
The man felt that I can't just be Senate President now. For there's 109 of us. I'm president over 108. No. I have to be president over 108 million and 180 million and counting. So he said he was going to be president.
Which is not a bad thing. Is everybody's
He's well within his rights. but sadly he lost.
Woefully. It was not first, it was not second, it was not third.
Now, you see the smart guys. I think it's Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi. I think it's PDP, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he contested the PDP presidential primaries, lost. A few days after, the person that won the election stepped down for him, which is allowed within the law.
Good luck.
Before they send their name that they sent finally.
Mm-hmm.
You look at
It happened to the governor of Ebonyi, Dave Umahi.
His brother.
His own brother stepped down for him. Good luck to you people.
Within the ambit of the law, it is not a crime.
We might think it's not morally right and it's
but
not.
It's politics.
But everybody, I think a lot of people look for loopholes in the law and then they make it work for them.
That's the way life works. So why did Ahmed Lawan have his own person contest?
Maybe somebody had told him that
He
you are
was gonna
going
be
to
president.
be president by all means.
And that's my biggest fear. That some things were being settled without our consent as a people. But again, it did not become.
He didn't. He definitely did not.
The member. Then he now wants to return to Senate. But at some point in time, sir, dear Mr. Ahmed Lawan, I have no scruples. I respect you a lot. You've been at it longer than some of us have been at whatever we've been at. Could you kindly realize that your family needs you also? Yeah, this is me being sentimental.
Yeah, right.
Baba, you don't did it since the beginning of time.
My own issue with even him is the fact that
a man,
are you serious that there's nobody else
contested and
won. Out of 300 delegates, he got 289.
98.
89.
Is it 89 or 98?
289 of
But
that.
I thought they only missed 2. I'm not arguing with you. Don't worry. You don't need to prove anything, Dulu. The truth is, the guy won. 89 or 98. Isha won.
He won.
You know, and again, the same thing happened with the
Godswill Akpabio,
former minister of the Niger Delta. Again, guys, you should have played the game the way your people were playing.
Other people were playing it like, did you? Okay, you thought you were going to be president.
I think we need to sponsor a bill, Dolu, that if you contest,
Be having sense.
No, you should contest only one primary.
Only one primaries
in
at
every
every
election
window. Yeah, maybe it should have been
we
added.
need a law like that.
I don't think that the people in the Senate and the House of Representatives would agree to it or write such a, because
we will still sponsor it one way or the other. But we need
we do. I think we do actually.
We need to pass a law that says that you can only contest one
primaries at a time
at any given time.
Exactly.
Because why are you trying to be president and senator at the same time?
At the same time, Uncle, make up
it
your
shows
mind.
that you're flip-flopping. Then your concept of governance will flip-flop. Your performance will flip-flop. Everything will
flip-flop. Okay, let's move on from that. As the ICPC, that is the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, has said that it recovered about 170 million naira cash, $220,000, a G-Wagon and other items from a military contractor in Abuja. Now, this story first broke that these things were recovered from the house of the former Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant Colonel Tukur Buratai. He has now come to talk about how it's not him. In fact, he has said that he doesn't even own a house in Wuse 2, number one. Now, the ICPC had come out to say that investigation is still going on, but these things were seized at a military contractor's house and not the former Chief of Army Staff.
I have a couple of questions.
Yes, please.
Why are you seizing money from a military contractor? Did he collect money and didn't deliver?
I'm sure maybe that's...
I don't know, because...
They're saying that investigation, so we don't have the full scope of the story.
I don't too, but I'm saying... there are a couple of people out there who save money in their homes. They're not going to put all their money in the bank. There are people like that. I'm not saying that they're criminal or not. I'm just saying that there are people like that. Except there's story that...
No, for the ICPC to come and raid your house, There's definitely some hanky panky
what
going
is
on.
just some whistleblower who is disgruntled?
And like I said, we
So
don't know yet.
That's the first question. Second question that I want to ask is, which media platform linked Buratai to this?
Okay, so Sarah Reporter started that story. Then
Do
I
they
think
have proof?
at this point, I'm not sure there's
Have they
proof.
provided any form of proof?
I'm not sure.
So, Nigerian politicians are the worst in the world.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm saying it. You know that politicians naturally get a bad rep. Like, just being a Nigerian politician, you are hated. Then, if your name is a certain name again, your hatred increases as your name is or your affiliations are. Isn't it one of those good opportunities
To actually sue people.
set the record straight? Sue all the media platforms that have,
Never carried that story.
and you're sure they are lying, so sue them. Do you get? Because I'm tired of people making spurious claims that cannot be verified or authenticated. And go and look at comments.
Everybody will jump on it.
Is that how they are doing in Lagos? Is that how they are doing in Abuja?
That's the sad part, and it's only very sad because everybody literally just jumps on it, and that's what I'm saying. It's sad. Like if we go back all the way to the story
The
of
story
the
is still there.
of the
18 hours ago, Sarah published it, and yet they have not deleted it.
the story of the Ekweremadus. I hope for some people's sake that this story going about is true, because if it's not, I'm like, how do you come back from these things? And people literally just go on like everything is fine. They just move on from it, and it's a very very sad thing. Before we go, this is a very good news, as President Muhammad Buhari conferred a Presidential Merit Award on a particular Umar Soho, a civil servant, and this award was given to him for saving the country a sum of 90 billion naira.
Give him his own country, man. You don't understand how somebody go just look Nigeria, say I'm saving you 90 billion, and all they are giving him is award.
It was said to
give
have
him a country, give him a city,
to
give
connive
him his own national day
with some contractors to suppress vital information despite promises of gratification. He was on the subcommittee on the Ajaokuta Project Presidential Implementation Committee that is supposed to deal with the liabilities of Ajaokuta Steel Company Limited.
A big shout out to this great Nigerian, and I'm not joking when I say give him his own country, or give him a mini country, or better still, give him 10% of the money, because it will encourage whistleblowers like me and Dolupo to do more whistle blowing. But shout out to him. Thank you for being conscientious. Thank you for thinking about the country ahead of your own personal gain. And I pray that you do not regret it. I pray that you become like an example of what a good Nigerian should be. And not that bad image that everybody is used
finally
to.
Before we go, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party has written a letter to the governor of Anambra State, Chukwuma Soludo, talking about how he blamed one of the youths not under his control that was eager to throw in anything that glorified their hero. He said that it was talking about how he never said that investment in Sab Miller that he made was worth $100 million.
On this hill, we shall stand and fight and die. I countered this claim weeks ago. Dolupo, you saw the backlash.
Yeah.
Peter Obi's people came for me. I stood my ground because we are driven by facts alone. We want a good country. Now, you must say kudos to Peter Obi for taking this stance. And Willis Glenn, you know the sad part? They won't. They are actually driving more people away from the man with this madness that they are doing. You want to glorify what he has done with lies and propaganda as if we're at war. He's only at war, but it's not working. Shout out to Peter Obi, man. You're a real one.
All right, so on that note, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again on Monday to give you another wonderful edition of The Bar. But from now, it's bye.
Namaste.
Peace.